Okay, so now we are gonna watch two good game for Trorb against sandalman from the hardened tournament, and I think the game was very interesting. So that's why I'm gonna cast it with the player themselves. I don't know if sandalman gonna be here, but I think Trorb. But I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be here. But at least I have Trorb. So hello,
Hello.
Trorb.
Glad to be here.
And here we go. So which one was the first? Seoul or Punchball?
I believe Punch Bowl was the first one.
Okay, so let's go. No, right. Also, I wanted to say to you, from normally I don't cast game from tournaments, but this one was just so strange, so beautiful at the same time that yeah. I was like, oh
Well, I'm
no,
honored.
this need to be here. We can't forget this beautiful piece of art.
I feel like in tournaments sometimes there's this urge to really outmaneuver psychologically the opponent by doing something strange, or at least I do that sometimes. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it goes very poorly.
Yeah,
But it
this go
makes
a
interesting
lot,
matches.
in the tournament because when you are doing tournament, you can actually watch your opponent and what he does.
Precisely.
So yeah, if for example you are at the fourth round of the tournament, if you had played the same way in the three first round, then you're cooked. You're cooked. It's not gonna work a fourth time. So you are gonna need to use a different strategy. And problem is, at a moment you have basically exploited all the standard strategy. So you have to do something new
Yeah,
and strange.
exactly. And you know the deck your opponent is playing, and so you at least know in this tournament that they're going to play one of three decks because you can veto one of them, and so that gives you a lot more opportunity to think ahead.
So talking about that deck, it's Euro Cup, as I can tell from your side.
Yes.
Versus oh god, it's Scandinavia.
No, it's Landjet.
Oh, Landroot. Oh, that's a good deck, but I don't think on this map it's very good, especially against Eurocup.
Sandalman really likes his Landjet decks, as the impression that I get. And I mean, obviously, it can be a very strong deck, but I agree. This is a very mech-oriented deck, and this seems to me to be more of a moto-oriented map.
But maybe it's because I don't know which other choice did he has.
Let's
Oh,
see.
or you can't remember.
Hold on. Well, we can pull. Let me pull it up
Yeah, okay. I'm
because
just
this
gonna
is.
commentate his opening first.
Go ahead.
So he go for a pretty mechanized opening on Foxtrot and Eco, and seems like pretty big on Bravo and almost nothing on Delta. This is based. I like it already. This is like, oh my god, this is, you have a single Leaf Garden trying to save Delta and Charlie.
So Sandalman's decks for this tournament were Eurocore General, Landjet General, USSR, and Red 4 Mechanized.
Mm. I guess you banned the Eurocup.
I don't remember. Let's see. So on the Highway game, he played Landjet as well, and then third game he played Red Mech, I believe. I don't remember what I
Yeah, so I think
Such a
it was
bad
banned
memory.
because
It's like
he would have chosen this, and using USSR is hard on this map because you have a lot of
yes,
different train, and if you use red mechanized, you know you can just fly in with many helicopter, drop on Delta, drop everywhere and have a lot of momentum. So it's actually not that bad considering the choice he has. And he seems to do like some logical thinking about his push. He gonna push at the same time on Fox and Bravo. And from your side, it's it's Bravo push. It's 2 point push, I guess.
Yes, Bravo push.
Yeah, a little bit of Bravo and also a lot of shit on 2 point. Okay, so let's go, and very easy on the eco, but I mean it doesn't
I feel
make
like this is something that I feel like is more my style than a lot of people, where I go very light on the fronts that I don't want to push, and I think sometimes that helps and sometimes it definitely is not ideal.
I don't know. I mean, on this side, it's logical because if you get Delta, yeah, you have more point. If you get Delta and Bravo, and it's also pretty easy to defend your spawn. So if your opponent
Exactly.
get eco, he basically has +1 and nothing else. Okay, so already killing the Yagari 19. Taking
I
advantage.
went a bit heavier on the right side of Bravo here because I feel like that's not going to be as expected. But I did, you can see my forces are routing up through Bravo here, these VAB 2013s. I did not expect them to take that route, and so now they're just getting plinked by the 2A1s.
Oh yeah. At least you still get here. And I think the most important is the Rima. Rima 95 here is a very good foothold. It emits so much his round. Okay, now the lonely Lavgaran gonna get cut out. As well as your commando power on the right. I mean, very lonely, so
Indeed.
not much of a chance. Milan F1 in Panther. Okay.
I like both of those units a lot. I've been on a sort of cheap ATGM kick lately, but I need those Panthers in my deck, so
Yeah, that makes
I think it's a good card.
the Panther very cheap, and as we can see, they already has a pair for themselves, killing the Yargai 19, so good. Vision with the MX-10 on the Automagic down, very good. MX-10 on the back, Fuch on the back. They start to get a little bit
Getting cheeky very quickly.
cheeky. Oh, that's not cheeky. Oh, double side shot.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I think this is because you know of the building.
Yeah, that's a good point. I
Ah,
should have paid more attention to that.
yeah. I mean, it's very hard. Even myself, I have trouble with some crater and building that are weirdly placed. But I mean, even if you get that, like you smoke, so there's no much room for the U3-1 to get any damage, and you still have Panther with some ammo, and he don't have any AA, so...
Now see, look here on the right. This to me was a little bit surprising. So my AMX-10 actually kills his Fuchs Milan. And here I thought, okay, well he's seen the AMX-10, so I can't hope for much. But maybe I can at least find where his fob is. As he has just done on my side.
Yeah, it seems like Sandal didn't see your AMX-10 because he's not reacting yet.
Well, he was probably busy marking my fob.
Yeah, because he's busy marking your fob and also dealing with the infiltration here and the push.
Yeah, so it's just good luck for me. I could not predict that timing.
I mean, there is so many things on the map.
So at this point, I
Oh.
feel like I have most of Bravo, but I still feel like I'm losing it.
Yeah, even more. Look
is a
at
nice
it.
Pickup. That's a very nice pickup.
Yeah, very good smoke, very good smoke. So it forced him to either go back and not deal any damage, or push through. And as you said, it was a very good pickup.
I suspect that he might have thought the missiles coming out at a glance were just the Milan F1s, which are obviously not much of a threat to his 2A1s. But then I had the Legion 90 move up, and that's obviously a much bigger threat.
Yeah. Also, we see some piece one from both of you. Very good unit and killing Crotal. Also killing one Leo 2 from
Yeah, I
your
saw
side.
the Leo 2 here, and it's so close to my spawn that I thought, you know what, I can get those peace shrine points back very quickly.
Wait. No. 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 No, no, don't say it's why is the game end? No, no, please. Oh my god, it's why the hang. What? Oh my god, you shoot the fob, but oh, okay, you macro this.
Yeah, I saw this happening, and I went for the jugular here.
Oh
Now,
no.
I assumed that he would either buy another CV or he would destroy the AMX-10. I was not expecting this to be a game ender.
I think because he buys a Gepard A1, which is pretty expensive. He's out of bank, and oh my god, the shot is exactly at the moment the infantry change quarter, so they out in the open and take the full damage. Oh,
So
yeah.
I told him, I said, you know, Sandalman is a very strong player. And I said I didn't want to win that way. But, you know, sometimes those little investments, they really pay off. As he well knows, because he found my fob with his hooks. Very intentional. And those are just part of the game.
Yeah, I'm extend doing it, and I also think that's also was the reason why launch route was not that good for that, because you have the M40A1, but they get annihilated by MX10, so it's not an easy time dealing with a wide map, and to be honest, even without the infiltration, you still has the 2-pointer. Bravo is mostly under your control. Yeah, he had time to come back, but even without the kill of the CV, I think it's probably at your advantage.
Yeah, I mean, I think I had the majority control of Bravo at the time. He had a small foothold, but I had the majority of control there. He did have both of the 1-pointers, but to be honest, I don't really value those very much on this map. And so to me, having Bravo and not having my 2-pointer infiltrated with Eurocore, I feel pretty safe.
Okay, so this
But
game was...
Sandalman is very proficient with Landjet, as the highway game displays.
Okay, so this is... Oh my god, oh, I'm... This is already very, very based. This is good. But I've watched almost half of the match before, so like I knew this was something like that will happen. But I literally didn't watch anything from this map, so from this replay, so I hope it's gonna be as strange as the other. Is it?
I don't remember. I remember my opener on here, and I remember that I made the critical mistake of forgetting to micro it appropriately, and so they just stop. Like, they just go up to Foxtrot and stop, and so I have to tell them to fast move again. But I do have a rather aggressive and somewhat unorthodox opening here.
Let's see. So okay, so now you're playing Entente because you can't place a deck after you have win with it in the same set.
Correct.
So can't play Eurocup. I think Eurocup on this map will be probably better than Entente, but well, you can't play it anymore. And his Sandal is still playing Loungeout, which is a little bit better on this map. Going for a middle push, and middle push with Loungeout. Very strong, automatic, very strong, many good fire support. Yeah. And you're also going for a middle push, I think?
That's correct.
Wait. You are going for a middle push, but you have only thing for middle push? What the fuck? Nothing for golf? Okay, I'm
Well, like I said, I go real light on my flanks.
yeah. I mean, it's quite fortunate for
normally
you.
I do put something in my flanks, at least as a tripwire, because I at least want to know what the enemy is doing there, right?
I mean, it's quite
But here
fortunate for
I'm
you
very
because you
concerned
don't seem
about
to
winning
send
over.
much, also. Okay, so Mi-17 doing already a lot. And the... oh my god, he hit very okay, because the Flagger Frost tend to die when...
They should have died or been panicked, I was
yeah.
hoping. But then hopefully this Mi-17 will come in here and do more of the work that I was hoping to accomplish.
I mean, when... I'm gonna pause just, but when Mi-17 attack Flagger Frost, what basically happen is the Flagger Frost kills the Mi-17, but the Mi-17 fires his rocket before dying. So most of the time they just kill each other.
Hmm.
And that will have helped a lot, because if it dies, then the other Mi-17 can just fly in and not be killed like here.
That is a very good point.
Yeah, and also the era will have survived, and basically Milan 2 dead, Jaeger 2, Jaeger 19 dead. Yeah, he got quite lucky.
So they're still alive, so that's still a very strong front. I can't really abuse that like I was hoping to.
Yeah.
And this is what I've been doing lately, because I find it's pretty unexpected. Going straight up here and just slamming into the triangle forest.
Yeah, that's good. That's why also you don't send the Dragoners so fast here without any recon on the highway. That's why the control of the highway is so important. And he might get punished for that. Yeah, already so much damage. So your guy 19 shouldn't be here, they should be like more on the highway. So already a lot of damage.
So I realize now what I think I should have done is, well, I'll hold on for a second because I don't want to give it away.
Right, I don't see anything that bad, like you are pursuing like you should, but you just get unlucky with the timing, but other than that it was good move, I think.
So I think this is good here, but I think the error I make is I don't remove my tanks from the triangle forest, because that's where they're most likely to be. And as we will see, Lanja has an answer for that. And
wait,
what I've done
is that the
actually
answer?
the highway. Yes.
No, oh my god.
So remember, my 91A and my 84A have already sustained some
Yeah,
some
and
damage
also
to
I'm just gonna
2A4.
pause, because maybe they're gonna die, but the M84AN has only 2 top armor, which is pretty weak for a tank of this price.
Yes.
So against cluster you're actually very weak, and yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, he was quite lucky to get the VR, because VR has 4 top armor, which is much better. Oh my god,
Now,
this is...
if I had been playing quite a bit stronger, I would have retreated them down to the highway where they would not have been visible. But yeah, in any case, that was a really good pickup for Sandalman.
I mean, you were talking before about doing things strange in tournament, and that's exactly a strange thing to do in tournament, to slap in the block 15.
Yeah, you don't see the cluster planes very often, right?
Yeah. You would expect to see a peace line, not, or maybe I don't know, maybe a PH2 Tiger. You won't expect to see a cluster bomber coming in.
Yeah. So I hold the triangle forest now technically, but I've lost both of my tanks. He's still got both of his 2A4s in an automatic, so he's really in a strong position to retake.
Yeah, and on other side he has spent point on other side. Oh, but it might die. Yeah. Okay, so, but I think even if you kill that, which is gonna happen. Oh my god. Okay, very unlucky Pumpsy, but you still get the kill. He still has better position on Eco,
Definitely.
and you don't have much on
Because
Delta.
those Milan 2 survived and the Jaeger survived, he has all eyes all into Echo there with a means of reaching out and touching me. So he's in a very strong position now.
Yeah, they're actually denying your reinforcement even. Yeah, that's terrible. And so normally you don't care much about that because when you push Delta like you did, you are supposed to win a lot, and so then you can wrap up push then toward Eco, you know.
Yes.
But because you lost your tank and so on, you can't do that anymore. And
Yeah, I'm rendered static now. I have no forward momentum, and he's got some good cheap infantry down in Delta, so I'm really on the back foot.
I think something that really could deal a lot is that you didn't move the special niche Jetney up, and also you didn't kill the Yagari 19, and they could be a big use. I don't know if he can see, but no, okay, he can't see.
But he could easily move them. And
Yeah,
he's got eyes deep into that area. It's a very good suggestion.
I think it's misplayed from both of you. Like he should have moved up his, and you also should have moved yours. So like I guess it's equal now. Oh my god, the mortar exactly on the head of the one Yagari 19. That's huge. Vision is everything in.
Indeed.
And not only vision, but this one, if you try to reinforce the triangle forest of Delta, he could also, with the Carl Gustav, shoot that thing coming up, you know.
Yeah, because not only do I have a tenuous hold on the triangle forest, which I'm going to lose pretty soon, but I also have no kind of flank support because he has all of Delta, and he's got the Jaeger on the other side of the highway.
Oh yeah, you see, just like that. I mean, it wasn't a transport, but if you had tried to move the Sava, for example, to counter the PH2 Tiger.
3 is 875 meters, so that's
Yeah.
more than enough to reach the highway.
And now he's getting slowly back into control, and that's what is happening right now. So I guess I'm gonna maybe fast up a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Basically, I'm trying to get some tanks and just get something back together here, but I know that I have to rebuild. He's got the momentum.
Yeah, but he's also trying to rebuild because his tanks are still not repaired, which is not yeah, he's just backing off, repairing his tank, and expanding also his stronghold on Eco. Now it's with a new tank, more infantry. It starts to become really strong on Eco.
Yeah, there were a lot of tank battles in this replay, as I recall, and really good use of positioning by Sandalman on kind of overwhelming even the large number of tanks that I tried to bring to bear. So here I'm just trying to basically rebuild a line.
Yeah, now you try to push again on Eco, but there is still has a lot. Right, well, you could be maybe because he's buying a SCV, and SCV is 100 point not fighting. No, 120 point not fighting, which could actually make the difference right now. I also don't know why he put it here. Like, it's not very strong right now. Like Charlie would be better probably, but yeah. Also, what is strange is that we didn't saw an LRM yet. Only now, but it's not firing. I think that is to show how the game was aggressive, you know.
Yeah, I think here this is a general issue I have on this map is at this point I'm not entirely sure where the best place to push is. I'm trying to get a toehold and echo, and I suppose that would give me some sort of support to push between echo and delta, but I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone here.
I mean, you could try to push on Echo, but you will need the MH54N, considering he has the automatic and Leo 2. Or you could also push on
Getting to
Delta.
the left side of echo with that many tanks is like really weakening the center, which I'm
Yeah.
obviously very concerned about holding too.
Super Galeb.
Here's my super Galeb that I
Hmm.
don't get much done with.
I mean, he's still escaping without any damage, so that's okay.
Yeah, he did a good job with the 2A4s. I mean, I don't know if it was a conscious bait effort, but it did well.
Oh, the large 2 is panicking the VR. And now
Yeah,
it's
and now
gonna...
the block 5's coming in, and my Sava is not in the best position because it's got such. They both have very short range against planes, so.
So
Not
he's
much
escaping again, and well, this time you dodge well, so went not as bad as I could have think. Thing is, he has the last two, and you still don't have the Plamen, which would be ideal. Like if you Plamen the 2A4, that's a lot of points that become useless for him.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like I really have to know where the 2A4 is, and he does a good job of moving it around just enough. So I'd be interested in your input on this, because I do buy the Plummet eventually, and I think that MLRSs are really good for defensive, like to slow down enemy pushes. But at this point, I'm just kind of not sure where he is and where I want to go.
Yeah, that's true. You will need a little bit more screen front unit and so on to know where he is. But also you could also not use it on Delta, considering you are trying to do something on Echo, and maybe, for example, attack this or the CV and the automatic here, and that will help a lot if you want to push.
At this point, I'm just thinking, okay, well, if I can get into that forest, maybe I can take out a Leopard 2, because I've got the 2 Proletary squads and the Mahanas Sopanas. I think that I don't quite smoke off the M4 1A1s enough, and that ends up being my undoing.
Also, you take a little bit too much time, so he has basically seen everything, and he sent Marder 2 with Counter Grenade 19 here with it to help.
Yeah.
And
just grinds him up.
yeah, the reinforcement is going in. Oh, another last two. Yeah. Last two is not too expensive and it doesn't do much damage, so pretty good idea to buy two. You also CV up on Delta, but now he has 2 LRM. You still don't have buy yours, and Echo is completely his. Yeah, this look more and more for him. I also think good for him is that he's playing Landjot, and of course with Landjot you want automatic and radar AA like Gepard, which will be bad against for example USA or so on, because you have SID, but because you play Entente, so he can basically turn it on.
Yeah, that's a lot less mental management on his part.
Yeah, and you have already seen this one kill I believe 1 helicopter and some infantry, so that help also. More and more tank the middle, but still
You
no
can see
LRM.
here, yeah,
Oh,
I've
now it's
decided
LRM.
now that I think I'm going to try and take Delta, just because I feel like I can, on this map, I can kind of expand in multiple directions from Delta, and I can also threaten his spawn. So I feel like Delta is generally a pretty strong push.
Yeah, especially considering you have the Plamen and he has to use the large 2, which is way less effective. I'm gonna make the normal speed now, because that's I have a feeling this is where the game gonna be played. Oh, this strike is actually not good. It was too on the front, and the other strike of RAM is also a little bit too on the front, like he panic a lot of mechanism on pass. Oh, and also your tank that die, but he don't panic the most expensive one. And the M84AN.
Yeah, his 2A4s have a really good angle here where they can kind of shoot laterally, but my M91A is having a really hard time getting eyes on them.
Yeah, and so the left garden get free shot on them. Very good LRM strike to counter it. And now again, but now it's not one block 5, it's 2 block 5, and oh, yeah, no chance to get your M84N away.
Yeah, so now his 2A4s can come in and really bully me.
I mean, I still get one plane, but yeah, it's kind of sad now. Also the super heavy gonna get panic, maybe not. Oh no, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, so I got one of the 2A4s with my command tank.
I mean, like I said before, you see, it's the large two. The large two doesn't deal much to your tank. It's still calm, and the other is only worried, while his tank was shaken and worried. You know, with only one strike.
Yeah,
why he used 2 strike?
Exactly. It's the Lars 2 is worth taking, right? If you don't have anything better, but it's just nothing compared to, say, a Jurgen or a Plamen.
Yeah, your lonely Plamen is doing more than his 2 Lars 2. He tried to go with a Tiger, doing a ton of damage on the VR, but not enough missile to finish it off. So yeah, you are still going in. You have a lot of points of conquest points to recover still, but it seems to slowly work out.
But it's still a pretty tenuous position, right? Because this 2A4 and Echo, although it's getting bonked by the drug,
Oh my
he's still got a lot of flank on me.
god, did you see that? He sideshot your super heavy, which changed everything.
Yeah, I put it out of my mind, but yes, that's rough.
Yeah,
that really took a lot. Like at that point, I was like, okay, this is really going south because that was the queen of this attack.
And now you're also going.
And then like Super Gallop, just I give that away.
Yeah, on top of that, he pulled back very fast in the smoke, knowing he has killed your super heavy, so he don't need the tank to fight anymore. And oh, I think that's a tipping point.
Yeah, any momentum I had with the Delta push has now been neutralized. And so now, because I've been so focused on microwing, I realize I have a whole bunch of points in the bank. So you can see I buy 3 M84As. And I think I've got another one already on the field. So now I'm just thinking, okay, I just need to mass these and move them in.
Yeah, but you also need the infantry and...
contemplated.
And yeah, right, isn't much. Even if you had tank, like he has also 2 A4, he has already the one on eco, but it's even better than 1 2A4. Like, it's not a normal 2A4, it's also possibly side-shotting is very good positioning.
Yeah, his positioning of 2A4s here is absolutely devastating. I'm trying to push up the middle and
the good thing for you is
basically create this concave.
Yeah, the good thing for you is they are panic. These two are panic because of the godlike Plamen strike. So there is still hope, maybe.
Yeah, I create this smoke cloud here because I think, okay, I want to get down to like medium range and see what I can take.
Oh, the automatic
line of sight is just not quite working out.
Oh, the automatic almost gets the kill, and now the plane finish it off. Yeah. Now you get
So here I
Lars.
feel like, okay, I can get this 2a4, but then his other 2a4s are able to basically get side shot.
Yeah, he can even go with the automatic, and this is devastating, the concave, if you don't smoke. And even if you smoke, it's so long road, you'll have to smoke a lot. This is so good for him. And
Yeah, this was a real collapsing point.
yeah, and on top of that, the Plamen is good because it fires on, but you can't, or you could, but you will need 2 Plamen to panic all of this, which had a little bit more trouble to your position. Oh my god, so many
Even
side
the
shots you see.
Marder too.
Yeah, the Marder 2, the Panzer Grenadier, it's... the Block 5, it's... Yeah, he's basically making a frog movie now. And yeah, I think it's over. No need to watch the rest.
Yeah. Were it not a tournament match here, I think I would have probably given up at this point.
Yeah, I think I would have given up too.
So, well played to Sandalman for sure this game.
So when we have seen the Block 5, he has killed, oh my god, he even more. Yeah, he has killed 1 AA here. He has killed 2 M84A, 1 M84N, and also a super heavy. So for the 2 Block 5, it was really good usage of the cluster bomber.
I think it was a real mistake for me, especially because he's brought out the Block 5 so early in the match. I should have gotten more long-range AA or ASFs to counter that. But I just had those Savas, which are obviously not adequate, and so he really made good use of my failure on that part.
I mean, also I think you dodged most of the time not in the good way. Like sometimes you are gonna try to dodge also in the go up to dodge, or go to the side, and not going back is most of the time the worst if you are getting clustered by a bomber.
It's the most predictable too, right?
Yeah. I mean, at least the MET, when I think about it, the Yugoslavia have the advantage to move very fast. So even if you have weak top armor, you can still make it. You know, by basically dodging everything.
Indeed, yeah.
But it seems like you didn't have the time because he caught you by surprise, and so you didn't have the time with the bad air detection to dodge, and then the 2 top armor really hurts.
Well, and you can't disconnect that from the fact that he had really good position after the opener, right? And so I was on the back foot the whole game. I was feeling a bit overwhelmed. So
yeah,
when I have that much on, it's easier to abuse something like cluster already because I have less mental capacity to react to it.
I mean, yeah. So now we are gonna go on the last match, and oh wait, I don't have one. Okay, I'm gonna do a little thing. So yeah, I need the replay. I'm gonna get it very fast. Where is the replay?
If you want, you can actually like stop recording if you want, and then I can throw it to you. It should be in the under hardened tourney replay.
Okay, so sorry I didn't have the replay. Now download, and here we go for the last match. So very close map.
So this was selected by Sandalman. He selected this map and his deck, and so naturally I went with the 1-mech deck I had, which is Dutch-German coalition.
So mirror of mechanized, which is logical.
My opening on this is a very common opening for me. I really like this push, which is between Bravo and Foxtrot.
What the fuck?
However, the the mid force into Foxtrot is a little bit heavier than I usually do, and I think it worked out well for me this match.
It's a strange thing. Most people like to do the golf push. It's the most standard.
Indeed, yeah.
Also, you have for some time like medium Charlie golf, and the last strategy that is actually used a lot is basically no push at all, and trying to CV up Charlie. But it tends to get out of flavor because the aggressiveness is too high right now. But it's still used from time to time. But this one is like very, very hard. Because you
Well,
can
I
get...
find that it's very rare for the player on the opposite side to be pushing down that same road unless they're doing a Charlie push, which I think happens sometimes, but not terribly common. But I really like it as a way of accessing Foxtrot and then taking over the plateau.
Yeah. Prime would be if your opponent use ITGMs or even infantry that has the long range, for example VDV-19, they could just kill you on side shots when you try to go on the highway.
That's definitely an issue to be looked out for. Absolutely, I learned that the hard way.
But if your opponent is going for golf push, you can actually really fuck him up.
Well, and as you'll see, I preemptively smoke off the Bravo towns because obviously it is very common for the opponent to put an ATGM squad in there, right?
Oh, but it seems like he's actually doing the thing you said, pushing on Charlie. It's...
Yeah, I actually was really. You'll see that I take a defensive posture after the opening here because I'm like, oh, okay, I actually might not be able to win this outright.
Oh, this is so based. Like, it's where push.
I
to
can't
see.
tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
No. I'm not sarcastic. It's not based. Like, it's rare. It's a clash between two push that are not common. That's what I try to say.
I see. That is absolutely the case.
Oh no, you fight against his vehicle, and oh, but he also makes the same mistake of fighting the vehicle and not the tank. I guess it's equal, and you are basically both going back and...
Yeah, here I feel like I'm not certain I can win this fight outright, so I'm going to back off. And then I'm going to use my forces coming around the other side to flank him in the forest.
I mean, I don't understand too much his attack, because his opening, because... You know, when you push Charlie, you know it's very dangerous. For the same reason I said for you to push on Foxtrot between Foxtrot and Bravo, because you can also get side shot from here and so on.
Indeed, yeah.
And also, the 2A1 here coming from Fox is a danger. It's very dangerous push. So it's sort of an all-in, you know. And I don't understand why he also go for a CV on the 2-pointer, which indicates some sort of slow defensive opening.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm not really sure either. Maybe he just figured that he would have the momentum in Charlie and he would be able to hold back otherwise because he wasn't expecting such resistance.
Or maybe,
not here.
Or maybe, but that could be the ultimate brain move, because you said you does this push quite often. Maybe he's like gambling on you to push between Fox and Bravo. And so he's actually not trying to push Charlie, but he's actually just trying to defend your attack. Maybe.
Maybe.
And so in this case, it actually makes sense if you want just to defend between Fox and Bravo to have a CV on Eco. But the fight is going not his way. Even when he has a better tank, the Natri has takes so much damage. They have sponge way better than his unit.
Yeah, at this point I'm basically hoping that I can force him or lure him into focusing on my naders while I move in through the forest.
Yeah, that's why the Natre with AMX are so good on mechanized and so on. It's punch so much damage for so cheap. Also very good move on the left, getting position, cutting him by surprise, and now yeah, he could use the Predator, but everything's panic, so yeah, it seems like his building is completely falling apart. Maybe because he spent too much on the CV here. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, basically at this point, I think all he has to show for his opener is up about a 70-point conquest point lead.
Which is not, and it's not much considering now
Yeah,
you have the CV.
He's given up so much ground.
Yeah.
Like, that's easy to make back.
Alright, I'm surprised you still let the 2M84A escape.
Yeah, I didn't have vision. I didn't exactly know where they were, and I think I was afraid of getting sideshot by those proletary 90s.
Yeah, it's true. It's mostly just the you see the spectator bias, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You are watching and you see, oh yeah, there is nothing. He's such a garbage player. He don't know how to pursue. But in reality, there could be thing here. Could be also maybe a TGM here. There could be more M84A. Maybe there is 3 and now your tank just getting one tap when he tried to get out to the forest. So yeah, that's actually a good point, and I think it's okay to defend, to not pursue.
I was a little bit frustrated that I didn't get a shot in his Mi-35 there. I think it dipped beneath the towns right at the last second. My Roland's lost it. But I'm happy with my position here at this point. I did pretty much what I set out to do, and then my next move is going to be to sort of reconsolidate and take over the top of Foxtrot, which is really my goal here.
Really strange recon positioning, but it does the job. Right, I just want to see if it worked. Yeah, it worked like intended. A new fight of tank, but again, his tank are damaged and disjointed. While the 3 Leo 2A1 are basically fighting like once, but his M84A are fighting one by one. Yeah, this look very good for you. Thing is, yeah, you see, he's now trying to make the ATCM on Bravo thing. So he could sideshot you now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's too late.
And they don't even have to be at the corner of the forest to get sideshot either. Even where my leopards are now, when you move them forward enough, not only are they getting threatened by the proletary 90, but they can still get sideshotted from across the river there.
Yeah. Also, not only the Leo 2E1 or the units inside the forest, but also reinforcement. Most of the time they go from the highway, and now it just dead. It just died to the highway.
Exactly.
Thing is, it's too late. At this point, you don't really need too much to contest this ATGM. You can just basically, like you are doing, it seems to me, going to the hill, and then this ATGM is useless.
This is really the value of it for me. Is like that forest is nice, but what I want is to be able to control that plateau. And from there, I can move laterally into Gulf as I want to, and also start to cut off his reinforcement route.
And I like this move, but it's a little bit too late. And on top of that, he didn't target fire your Mankati. I don't know why he didn't fight it. He needed to kill it. Could have easily killed. But maybe he's busy murdering against this gigantic bush. doing good damage with the helicopter, but other than the helicopter, I think there will be absolutely no damage. No, nothing else is good for him. The push is just going in. So now he's trying to attack the forest, so... What do you think about that?
I mean, I feel like this is, well, first of all, I don't want to be inadequate about his skills, so there may be something I'm missing here. But to me, I feel like he's getting a little bit too focused on the area that he lost, which is something that I am wont to do often in games. Where I lose this area and then I think, well, I got to get that back, and then I get laser focused on that, even though it's not really the strategic hinge that that it might have been a minute ago.
Yeah, okay.
And obviously, you can see here I can essentially side shot his M84s with my 2A1s on the hill.
Yeah, that could be. I think maybe it was because he has the SU 2050. Maybe he threw. If he tried to go with, if you try to go with Leo 2A1, he can fight it with the SU 2050. However, you
that makes sense.
Or if you just fight the SU 2050, so panic, and then now it's repairing on the air tab. So you can freely move the 2A1, dealing more damage. It's and his push on the forest is not even working well.
Yeah, it seems a bit underpowered. I mean, I have shifted a lot of forces over, but I mean, I was in a pretty strong position there, and he needs to move infantry over open ground. And really, because of my initial push onto the top of the hill there, like, he knows that I have a lot of forces that can come around.
Yeah, I mean, it's an horrible position, because if you don't try to push the forest, he will never catch you up and encircle your position. And that would be horrible, because you could win first, and then it's very hard to attack the hill. But if he attack like he does, it's a very dangerous push. Yeah, now you can also even go down the hill and put more pressure on Golf, where you have your CV. You still have +1, and now the lead he has at the opening is completely consumed.
Yeah, so you can see now his forces are spread pretty thin. They're not really able to assist each other. He's doing some sneaky stuff in Golf, which is not the worst idea, but it's also like he doesn't really have those points to throw away at this point, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he needs to be really gathering up his forces to get land back.
Yeah, he tried to get a civilian Bravo, but you were infiltrating.
All the time. I think it's a mistake that I make as well. Like, you feel like, okay, I'm down. I need to get something here. I need to get some kind of momentum going.
I mean, sometimes it's logical, because when you are doing more dangerous stuff when you are losing, because you know if you don't do dangerous thing, you're gonna lose.
That's true.
And I think we are already at this position. Like, it's really dire. On top of that, I didn't notice, but it's the only time when Sandalman is not playing fob. So he has also need a lot more, you know. Because in the long run you have the fob, so you will always have this advantage of infantry that could be resupply more easier. He's saving his civilian Bravo, but he's not killing yours on Golf, and yeah, it's...
I think that he does make several pushes that do make me nervous enough that I'm like, okay, I need to just stuff more reservists in there. Like, I need to just plug all my holes with reservists to serve as a buffer. But I do feel like I have a good position here. Unfortunately, I never managed to get recon over the hill to look at his reinforcements. He's very good about getting rid of them very quickly.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure where he's going to push next, so I'm kind of
I think you could do
just trying to
a
guide
little
everywhere.
bit better. I think maybe from this position they can see. Yeah, they can see in the
Yeah,
forest.
yeah, that's a good idea.
But then it's also dangerous because some player, when he's this position, make infantry like in this bush, you know. So if you even a recon infantry is getting spotted, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you really need it? Like, I honestly don't know if it's really needed because you are
I don't
barely.
think it's necessary, but it's really I find it's really good because then you can see where your opponent's putting their reinforcements, and then you can just creep your tank right over the crest and then pop anything that's moving to go elsewhere along those two roads, because those are really critical reinforcement routes.
Yeah.
Right.
That's also one of the reasons why you like to get this town from your side, because if you get it, you can basically see everything coming to the hill. You could
Yeah,
even
maybe I
sight
should
it.
go for that more in the future. I always find like that's a relatively tough nut to crack. Usually because your opponent recognizes its importance, they have to at least hold on to that.
Yeah, yeah. And even now, and also you can get shot for the Bravo city. So now it's almost impossible to get it. Yeah, you see, he's trying to get up, but it's not happening. The MX-13 is oh, so good. It fires so fast, and at this range, the AP scroll up like crazy.
Yeah.
Probably to 20 minimum. Ah, now it's completely denied in golf. Oh, this is 25T.
25T. It's 25T. Even for being a 25T, I felt like it had 9 lives this match.
Yeah. Also, when he goes up to your Gepard A1, at multiple moments he was showing his side. Still,
Yeah.
still showing his side, still survive. It's armor playing fun. Problem is he don't have the vision. So
Yeah, I mean, what do you think is the best way to go about your game plan at this point as Sandalman? Because I just feel like this is a very rough position to be in, and it's you can't like CV snipe or something. Like you got to just plow through somehow.
no,
If anything.
frankly, at this position for him, I think like it's almost you just GG because that's rare. But if you would try, maybe you could go on here between the forest between Goth and and Fox and try to do something. But it's also hard. Yeah, he can't bomb you because you have enough AA. I really don't know. Like he don't have any good tool to dislodge here, and yeah, he basically you will hope your opponent does a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if maybe if he were just super patient and just really built up a huge force and just like did a lot of MLRSs on the plateau and just managed to overwhelm me somehow, or went around into golf or something. I don't know, but I do at the time I feel like this is a very strong position for me. So
Oh yeah, of course. If you have LRM, you could do something. But he's playing Red Mechanize, so there is no LRM.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, good point.
Also, also with some deck, you can have enough helicopter and plane to basically take advantage of the little thing here, where when it's a lot on the open and clear it, then push the forest with some LRM strike. Thing is, he don't have any of this, so he's trying, but it seems like impossible. And you are even.
And at this point, I'm really just consolidating my forces. I'm putting AA around my spawn. Like, I don't feel like I have to really move from my position.
Yeah, you send the. Yeah, it's good. You just have to defend. Except on this thing where it's good to attack on this forest from downhill, because now, as I said, it could be a possibility to go up this way, you know, but now you have shut down this pathway, so it gets even narrower. Is the pathway from here is even smaller now. It's only here and here. Oh, wait, I forgot to say something. There's also another thing some players do. I see a lot of Putin and Finno doing that, and some other. The infantry can go here, you know.
Yeah, make use of the mountains. That's a good point.
So they can basically climb it, which I don't understand how they can do this, but they do. Climb, and if you have a good long range AT weapon, you can go here and kill the Maru 2, go back.
Oh, that could be devastating. Also, the mountain behind it, you can get really good position with like an AMX-10 on and overlook, do Overwatch. And
yeah, for example, if you try to go AMX-10 here, you could go here. Problem is, when you do that, the infantry is out in the open, and you can get shot by basically everything. You see, if there is an infantry in the place where my camera is, the Leo 21 and the MX-13 can fight it, so it's basically dead instantly. Most of the time you get only 180 shot, which can be a huge value if you had super heavy or on this 2A1. But even then, it's not the magical thing, you know, because okay, you may clear this forest, but after that, what do? You still have to push against this, and I don't see a way you do it. So
yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm just thinking there's got to be some big blob coming or a 25T, and so yeah, I got plenty of reservists, and I got more AA than I needed, I think.
Yeah, you're also buying artillery and so on, using your fob.
Yeah, because I know roughly where his Bravo CV is, so I want to go after that, just harass him.
Yeah, I think 25T trying to get thing, but very smoke, very forest, very cover. He don't have much recon here because everything block line of sight, also the hill block line of sight. So the S25T has no target basically. Or maybe here he can kill this, but that's not what you like. Oh my god, and he gets side shot like crazy by the Gepard. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fast move now because it seems like over for me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think there might be one more big push, and then I think I managed to get a little bit more ground.
Oh my god, this. So many Stormtroopers behind. And you get the civilian Bravo by snipe, by artillery.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that I think it's really crucial that you have something to protect against that road over there, because that is just such an easy way to get behind enemy lines on this map.
It's true.
I don't think he ever really does it, so take advantage.
Oh, yeah, you go a little bit cookie here
to try and take out what's on the lower level.
Yeah, you go a little bit cookie here, but still end up good because you had 4 Leo 2A1, which is way more than what he had. But you see, that's the type of thing you could maybe done if you are in a desperate position from the Son of Sandman. Maybe hope your opponent does something like that, but worst and get side shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you can do is to do what he tried to make is sieving on Golf, and now it's equal. You know, you have Fox. Opponent has Fox, and Bravo is to the red side player, but it's only equal, and since you have conquest point advantage, that's not good. Also, the CV on Golf is when the opponent has the upper hill, it's very easy for him to go downhill and get this forest, and now it's very hard to save your CV, to protect your CV on Golf. This CV is He's very close to dying right now.
Yeah, I wonder if going up golf would have been, and just, he doesn't necessarily have a way to know this, but I wonder if going up through golf and then maybe going into the back of Foxtrot would have been a better solution, because I mean he keeps going for the plateau, and so naturally if you keep pushing a certain area, your opponent is going to reinforce that area. So at this point, I think it might have been better for him to switch fronts, try to go somewhere where I haven't been investing points in.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
As you can see, I mean, I am defending my CV in golf, but that's way in the back there, so he could get a lot of ground.
Yeah. Yeah, now you're pushing you start the trooper. He's gonna have to fire with the CV, probably gonna get shut down. He's still trying to push in. He's trying hard, but yeah, that's so hard. That's
like,
so difficult.
I've got 4 2A1s there. And at those distances, the 2A1 it's in the sweet spot.
I mean, it's the same for the M84. Even the M84 is better, probably. Oh my god, you get
Yeah, definitely.
now. But then you could also have your infantry packed up like this. For example, this is just disaster if you try to go up. Also, the MX-13 FL is extremely good at this range. Again, the Su-2015 not doing
the
anything.
fact that my Gepard A1 actually ran out of ammo.
Yeah.
Doing good work.
He has managed to make a little hole, but now losing CV. Yeah, he tried a last bit. Last ditch effort and seems to not working. Yeah, this is. I think what we could say about this last match would be basically the push at the start was a little bit too weak for him with the CV, and also he mismarked a little bit against your Natre, fighting too much your militia and transport instead of your tank, and then you get a good position and it just gets worse and worse. You get the forest, then you get the hill, and the only way for him to fight is to get back the hill, but it's very good defensive position, so he has to throw more and more and more, and so you get more ahead, and it was a very...
You saw that I was really able to build up tanks over the course of the match, right?
Yeah.
I was able to pick off his M84s, and so I was just accumulating a real big disparity of force size.
Yeah, while he was always losing them trying to attack you. And your tank in defensive position were always, or not always, but most of the time, going back and fully repair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think in most matches, especially newer players tend to overestimate the opener, and they think if they lose the opener that the game is over, and that's really not true, right? Like, you can absolutely get back into a match if you lose the opener. This is one case, though, where I think the opener was extremely pivotal, and if the opener had gone differently, the whole game would have gone differently.
Yeah, that's a sort of textbook snowball effect here.
Yeah, precisely.
So you won this match of the hardened tournament, and then yeah, good.
And I just want to say again, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing Sandalman. He's a very strong player. I'm sorry that we didn't have him here to give us his perspective. I'm sure that there's a lot that we missed from his strategic standpoint.
There's some cool thing we could have got, like why he put the CV on the 2-pointer on this map, and some other thing like why he decided to go with the block 5 that deal so much damage on highway. Could have been good to have this opinion and perspective.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely be requesting it for for my own edification in the future, because yeah, he just has a really good strategic mind, and really, as you can see in game 2, just definitely outplayed me.
Yeah, but maybe if I put it on YouTube, I will had some sort of a descriptive about what he said.
Oh, that would be good too. That'd be nice.
Yeah.